There were no words. We're in the airport, Atlanta airport, flying to Miami on what is apparently one of the busiest weekends in the US calendar, because everyone seems to take off for the weekend. Wow, what a night that was. Big shout out, by the way, to the crew. Jamal, Curve, Mr. Bajangles, Chris Pratt lookalike, a couple that were diehard Manchester City fans. Oh, yeah. I had a thick head this morning. It was worth it though. Absolutely worth it. I am melting now. Absolutely melting. We're going to Miami. Oh, it's going to get even hotter. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to walk up and down the beach, to be honest. Laps and waves. Just take it steady. It's not in the channel's nature though, is it, to take it steady? Yeah. And fun enough, we got a game to watch in, what, 12 hours time? Yeah, it's Bayern Munich, we're on tour again. Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors. Looking forward to this one. And I might actually buy a shirt so we can sort of blend in. It's just easier to explain to people, oh, what are you doing? Although the channel has grown in the last few days, yeah, like we're adding people all the time, which is brilliant. You know, people that you just meet, word of mouth, they seem to enjoy it. They get the vibe. Yeah. Thank you as well, all of you. All of you, thank you for sticking by us on this journey. We're a week down now. Is that right? Yeah, we've done 7 days in the US. We've got another 9. Is it 9? I think it's another 9 to go, yeah. Super exciting. Anyway, I've got to figure out where this flight goes because I just moved the gate. In short though, Miami, Will Smith. Party all night when the heat is on. Not wiki wow wow, wiki wow wow woo. Yeah, we're gonna Miami because we're gonna watch Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors. That's gonna be a clash and a half. It feels to me it's got similar vibes to Dortmund versus Fluminense. Yeah, clash of cultures, clash of fans. Excited, baby. Excited. Landed in Miami. That was a rough ass flight. And I'm not entirely convinced it was because of the wild night that we had last night. It was, yeah, bumpy. Not as bad as the Hyperspace Mountain that I once passed out on at Disneyland in Paris. Yeah, did not enjoy that. Anyway, my initial observations about Miami is that it's excellent for public transport and infrastructure. We're trying to find another light railway that's supposed to take us, here it is, the Miami Mover. It's going to take us to a metro rail. Oh, so it's like walking through a box of quality streets. Yeah, we're going to get the light rail to the metro, and then we're on the orange line, getting off downtown at the government centre, and then the hotel. It's not too far away. I need to sit in a dark room for a few hours before this game tonight. Incidentally, I don't know if they're behind me now, that flight packed with Palmeiras fans, because of course Palmeiras are playing Inter Miami, which is where we are in Miami. Yeah, Palmeiras from Brazil are playing Inter Miami on Monday. We fly out on Monday to Charlotte. That's a bit of a shame. There's some Boca Juniors shirts as well down there. Right, off we go then. Light railway, the Mia Mover, onto the metro, the orange line, downtown, get off government centre, find a hotel. There's some quality streets. What's your favourite? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always partial to a chocolate and hazelnut, the purple ones. Ooh, Umvavu. I don't know if you can quite make out the construction that's going on, look, in the distance. That's a brand new stadium. Still need to figure out who it's for. It looks big though, like a big bowl. And there's another stadium over there that you can make it out. It's like a, where's my finger? There. That, I believe, is where we're heading to this evening. It's pretty cool. This is a very, very slick operation. This whole Miami airport with the railway. Very impressive. Now we get a ticket and then get on this metro rail. We can't do that because that's our circus. Typical. Anyway, yeah, very slick. That being on the UFO, on the set of a James Cameron movie. I'm really enjoying public transport out here in the US. We just took a train, well, a metro line, a green line. 4 stops, got off. The bus was waiting outside number 27. We've been on that for over an hour. It's hit the freeway. Hence the pace of the bus is now pedestrian, because there's what, over an hour before kick-off, and this freeway here services the stadium, which is just coming up on the horizon. So like everybody else, I decided to go off and walk it because it is a beautiful evening. Look how blue the sky is, and I think I'm already starting to take on a peach tan. So we're walking, my estimate is it's 20 minutes away. Could be more, could be less, it doesn't matter, we got this far. And it was cheap again. That metro was £1.65, and that bus ride, I believe that was £2.25. Insane for the distances that we've covered and the amount of money we've saved rather than Ubering. I'm trying to not Uber around. Trying to keep the cost relatively low. Doing a good job so far. Couldn't help it in Cincinnati because, yeah, even though it's a big city, there was no buses, there was no train service. That's what's so good about here. Atlanta beforehand with the Marta, and then here in Miami with the, yeah, just the infrastructure for the, well, there's a free, what do you call it? Oh, like a free monorail, and then there's a series of metro lines, and then there's the big trains that take you. I think they call that the tri train. They go over Orlando. Hopefully they go up to Fort Lauderdale or Lauderdale, because that's where we're flying out from to Charlotte on Monday. Anyway, oh, helicopter swirling above the stadium, cars honking, major police presence up ahead, highway patrolmen. Even though it's gorgeous and it reminds me of playing early versions of GTA, early versions of Grand Theft Auto, I couldn't live out here. It's too hot, man. Oh, we did see some chickens. Yeah. I have to grab some photos of the chickens because they were funny. Right, the stadium is now in view. How exciting is that? That's super cool.
Otra vuelta, Boca. Otra vuelta, Boca.
This atmosphere, by the way, for you FIFA history buffs. World Cup 1978 in Argentina, the final between Argentina and the Netherlands, Holland. If you look at some of the accounts and the players that are in that Dutch team, they said they won that now. They feared their lives. This might as well be Buenos Aires. It's like insane. And the booing that Harry Kane got. Oh! Nah! No, fuck it, I don't want Harry Kane. hostile environment. Most hostile I think I've ever been in. This is going to be fucking wild. Honestly. Bayern Munich are still going to win it 3-2. It's fucking wild. Minutes before kickoff in the Hard Rock Stadium, Bayern Munich, Boca Juniors. It's a hostile atmosphere. The Argentinians have not come to play. Their fans are fucking feral. This guy is set up behind him. Every decision, every call that goes against Boca, they're just gonna fucking. They're gonna let their referee know. When they score, well, there isn't a roof, but anyway, if there was, it would be flying off. This is going to be incredibly one-sided in terms of the fans, the vocal support, the ferociousness of the champion. Again, my prediction's still at Bayern Munich are going to win 3-2. Right, we're on now. As you can hear the countdown. Let's get stuck in, see what happens. Mira. Come on, Bayern! Half-time on the FC Bayern should be 3-4. Scored after what, 10 minutes? Direct, in 10 minutes, 3 minutes, direct from the corner. Still on here. no one here, is it? No? We've all gone home. All gone home, haven't they? All gone home to practice that one song that we heard fucking endlessly. One song to do this thing with the hands, don't they? Wow. Do you know what? That was fun. Spicy as fuck game. Intense hatred of an atmosphere. Oh, he came got married, man. For me, he tossed up between. Oh, they don't like it. They're not in agreement with that. It was either King Conrad Lima or Michael Elise for his goals. King Conrad. Oh, that third goal was like marginal offside. What an atmosphere, honestly. 61,000. Sorry, 63,000. 63,000 at full house here at the Hard Rock Stadium. And they're still not happy. Quick reaction then in the cauldron atmosphere that is the Hard Rock Stadium. It might as well have been Buenos Aires, might as well have been a home game. 63,000, I think 59, 60,000 were from Argentina. What an incredible game. FC Bayern Munich beat Boca Juniors 2-1. Should have been 5-1 to be fair. Boca didn't offer a lot in that game, but they were content to let Bayern Munich control possession. I think the possession count was 53%, 54%. Creating more chances did Bayern Munich. Did put them away. Had a VAR goal chalked off for a foul on the goalkeeper. No way. And then there was an offside, Conrad Lima, inches. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been involved with a more one-sided event, apart from when I was married. That was incredibly one-sided. Yeah. Every decision that went against Boca, they cheered. Every time they got on the ball, they had a go. They roared. And I didn't like it when Harry Kane touched the ball. Yeah, well, what a game that was. Bayern Munich win, and they now qualify for the knockout round of 16. I believe that game's in Charlotte, which may well be against Chelsea. That'll please that couple we met on the Oval. Anyway, it's quieting down now. They've gone home, like I said, Boca Juniors fans have gone home to practice another song. Mia Samia, Getty, King Conrad, what a hero. Should have been man of the match. It was Harry Kane. What a performance. FC Bayern, representing Europe, taking on the South American shithousery of Boca Juniors. Oh my god, are they effectively shithousery? But the Germans triumphed today. Mia Samia. So this is the Hard Rock Stadium in an area called Miami Gardens. It's 15 kilometers north of downtown. It's the home of the Miami Dolphins. That's the NFL, the American football team. It used to be home to the Miami Marlins, the baseball team, but they've moved. They're now at the Lone Depot, which is somewhere that way. We're going to that game tomorrow, by the way. They're entertaining the Blue Jays of Toronto. This stadium, by the way, was built in 1985. It was opened in 1987. It cost 115 million, which is a roughly 336 million US dollars today. Maximum capacity is around about 74,000 today, though, because of the way that the stadium is set up for soccer, not for NFL. It was a max capacity crowd of 63,000, and I'm convinced that 60,000 of those were from Argentina. This has hosted World Series, Pro Bowl games. There's actually a tennis court. They host the Miami Open across the road. Also hosted the Copa America last year. The Copa America, a series of group games, knockout games, and the final, the spicy final between Argentina and Colombia that was delayed. Kickoff was delayed by over an hour because of congestion and crowd trouble outside. Argentina went on to win that game 1-0. Anyway, yeah, behind me then, Hard Rock Stadium, and they're building a new one, right? So there's a feature that you can find if you stick it into the search. You look up David Beckham Inter Miami new stadium. They started construction in April of this year, April in 2025. It's due to be open next year in 2026. It's called the Miami Freedom Football Village. Yeah, Miami Freedom Football Village. It's going to be the new home of Inter Miami. Only 25,000 though, but again, very similar. So we went to FC Cincinnati, and again to see, well, we didn't actually see a game at the Red Bull Arena, which is now called the Sports Illustrated Stadium, but the Sports Illustrated Stadium is also a 25,000 capacity, and that new ground for Inter Miami, which will be open next year in the Miami Freedom Football Village, will also be 25,000. So exciting times to come if you're an Inter Miami fan. Yeah, just thought I'd show you around. I dropped really lucky when I came out of the stadium. The number 27 bus was just sat there like a gift from my spirits, my guardians, my angels above. Yeah, number 27 bus was just sat there. People were just starting to get on. I sat at the back. We seemed to go in a loop for the best part of an hour and a half, and then they dropped us off on 79th Street, and I just walked here to get another bus. Hopefully to get back downtown on the 401. Just due any minute. Good fun, isn't it? Good fun living on the edge. Someone up above is looking after me. My spirit, my guardians, my angels. I've just got on a tiny little bus that wouldn't look out of place on a Caribbean island. We went through a sketchy zone, which I didn't know was sketchy until the lovely black lady next to me said, in a, I won't do the voice, but in her Caribbean, well, Puerto Rican accent, tell me, like, I asked, what makes it so rough around here? And she said, you'll see. And she wasn't wrong. Anyway, the kind bus driver let me off because my card wouldn't work. He dropped me off at a terminal which had a load of police cars outside, so I felt safe. And it's a short walk to the hotel. It's what, 2 in the morning? Yeah, thank you for looking after me. Sleep, time for sleep. Yeah, I had enough chaos today. I do embrace chaos, I don't live on the edge. Time for sleep though, please. Let's reset and go again tomorrow. If you squint and take out the Mexicans, the Argentinians and the Puerto Ricans, it could be better though. I don't mean actually take them out, I mean like if you overlook the peoples, the accent, yeah, this could be better though. From the empty beach. It's too fucking hot for Benidorm, man. The humidity is insane. That boat go? That's gone behind me. Anyway, yeah, this is Miami. What district are we now? Bricknell. Well, on the edge of Bricknell. Not Bricknell Ave. This is a reference to Hull. And there's a Ferris wheel. There's one for you, Al. I think a Ferris wheel, don't we? That'll be a good channel, wouldn't it? Ferris wheels of the world. I could take a few of those off, actually. Look, I know I'm unfit. This is ridiculous. I've been out for less than half an hour. Didn't drink at all yesterday. Just had a couple of sodas. I need a shower already. How am I going to survive 3 hours at a ball game Hope they've shut the roof on it. This is silly. We have to go back to the Ross and do some more shopping. Embarrassment. So this behind me, the Kaisia Centre, is home to the basketball team, the Miami Heat, the original Vice. It's been their home since, I think, the mid-noughties. They've won 3 NBA championships with this team. 2006, that was with Shaq O'Neal. 2012 and 2013, 2 years on the spin. Dwayne Wade played here. LeBron James played here. Rough capacity, about 16,500. It cost 220 million to build back in the day. Yeah, it's right on the edge of the beachfront of Bayside here in Florida, where in the middle of the day, fucking hell, I can see why people don't leave the house until later in the afternoon. Anyway, yeah, they are the original Miami Vice. That's a seaplane, like what you see in Seattle. There's the Kaisia Stadium, home of Miami Heat. Fuck, there is some heat today. That was a lot of fun, that. Yeah. I mean, the home team got absolutely crushed, but it was fun, yeah. This is the Lone Depot. This is home of the Miami Marlins, who, yeah, like I said, just been crushed 7-0 by the Braves of Atlanta. Corbin will like that. Mr. Bojangles, who we met the other night in Atlanta. Boy, can that boy be eloquent as much as he can, put down the dollars on the 2 shots. Yeah, what a game that was. So this stadium, by the way, was, well, ground was broken in 2009. Just get out of the way of the live TV shots. Ground was broken in 2009. It actually opened in 2012. It cost $654 million, which is about $850 million in modern day money. It used to be the site of the Miami Orange Bowl. This has got a retractable roof, by the way. Only the 6th stadium in baseball of all the grounds to have a retractable roof. This actually, in 2012, it was considered the greenest of all the Major League Baseball parks. Yeah, pretty cool. I really like it. It was fun. And again, just to recap on the game, the Atlanta Braves came, smashed them 7-0. We're now 10 days into this US Odyssey, this Club World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup Odyssey. The 10th day, it's supposed to be a relaxing day. Yeah, it's supposed to be a chill out day. And yeah, here I am, out in 90-degree heat. I have made it to Coconut Grove. This was a recommendation by a brilliant couple that I met in Atlanta. Yeah, big, like, diehard into Miami fans. Lewis, if you're watching, thank you for this recommendation, buddy. Yeah, this is Coconut Grove, and these are some of the many hundreds of yachts that will be setting sail out there today onto the estuary, as we call it in Hull, to have a wonderful time fishing, just chilling with some beers, beverages, maybe a margarita. Yeah, especially the chill out day, so I'll do my best to enjoy it. There are games on, right? There's still 3 or 4 Club World Cup games, and it would be fantastic to find a sports bar to consume them in. However, day 10, starting to feel the burn a little bit, so I'm just thankful there's no major zigzagging around the eastern seaboard. We do have to change hotels later on. Yeah, we're going further north. We're going to apparently an Art Deco area of Miami called Wynwood, no relation to Stevie. Staying in a Moxie, that's going to be another bucket list. I've always wanted to stay in a Moxie hotel. There was one in Oakland a couple of years ago that I really wanted to stay in, but it was booked up. Yeah, check it out. Actually, yeah, check out the boats, look. For any of my viewers in the UK, any northerners, any people at Hull, if you squint, that could well be the marina. Although I've not seen the green bricks, I've not seen Minerva. Oh, I keep gasping for a pint of that right now, like a blonde beer. Right, let's go and find a beverage to sort of cool off, because it is crazy and it's supposed to be a day of relaxation. That's a first in life. That is a yacht distribution yacht. Yeah, I just watched that crane pick that yacht off that cabinet, swing it around, drop it down, put it into the water. That's cool. I'm fascinated by how much wealth is literally racked up. And we just saw the lift drop one of those into the estuary. Man, if you've got it, use it and abuse it. Look at that. When Kevin hangs up his gloves from the Adler, the Eagles, SGE, we've already got a street named after him. It's a shame they weren't competing in this Club World Cup. Could have stayed in Miami. They played all the games there. Made me chuckle. I just wanted to put a shout out to Zhao and Lias, might have been his name. Anyway, the Palmeiras fans that we bumped into last night in the grill, in the sports grill, while watching Salzburg draw in their game. They were crazy, Palmeiras fans, honestly. It was such a good laugh. They invited me to a tailgate party ahead of Palmeiras into Miami this evening, also at the Hard Rock Stadium, which is it's a lot closer than it was when I stayed downtown. Anyway, sadly, I misjudged the flight time, so I can't make it. So if you're watching this, Jean and Liao, Zhao, the pilot, apparently he's only 21, bless him. It just proves that looks, like art, are very deceiving. Beauty is also in the eye of the beholder, he says, whilst coming at you from Wynwood Wall, some of the finest street art and street exhibitions I've ever seen. Yeah, it's wonderful. Anyway, yeah, sorry we can't make the game, guys. Enjoy your tailgating party. We've got a flight to catch on to Charlotte for Bayern Munich's last group game. That's against Benfica tomorrow on Tuesday. So if you happen to come to Miami and you get a bit overwhelmed by downtown, by South Beach, by Bayside, by Bickel, and you want something different, and you like a bit of street art, a bit of graffiti, get yourself down here. Get yourself to Wynwood. Honestly, we stayed at the Moxie. It was €115 a night. Only here for one night because we're transferred further north. We've got to get to Fort Lauderdale, however you pronounce it. Fluminense, you get my point. Anyway, street art. We just come out of Wynwood Walls. Again, like the ultimate, well, it was probably better, but for me anyway, for us, ultimate street art exhibition. Honestly, it was fantastic. Artists from all over the world. Germany, Britain, Spain, Canada, Mexico. It was so good, honestly. So good. Yeah. It's just brilliant. Everywhere you look, every wall is filled with street art. Ah, it's perfect for someone who's got that creative output, who wants to get a spark, he doesn't want to be at the beach. Get yourself down here, honestly, it's fantastic. It really is. And honestly, this isn't a paid video, I swear it, but if you do make it to Wynwood, they've got a classic football shirt outlet, look. Yeah. See? Like they've got in London and Manchester. Probably got New York by this point. Yeah, this is in Miami, look. Miami, Wynwood. Get yourself an authentic jersey, and who knows, you might even get to meet Lewis Platter from away days, or something else really cool. Who knows? Anyway, it's just around the corner from the Wynwood Walls art exhibition. Yeah, cool area. Look at that. Yeah. Haha. See? Culture, small C. You get it all with this channel. Believe it or not, the wind's picked up as I'm trying to shoot some videos. Anyway, we're all for new experiences on this channel. Check this out. Not Crush's coaster, which I'm fully informed used to be a Disneyland Paris ride. This is Grape Crush soda. This was at the vending machine. $2.75. Oh, that's quite nice, that. Yeah, I'm getting like a bubblegum meets artificial grape flavour. Anyway, you need it in this heat. I've already gone for a bottle of Fanta on the way in, and a bottle of Pepsi this morning. Yeah, like that. Yeah, 270 calories per bottle. I'll walk it off later anyway. I've got like 4 hours to kill at the airport. Anyway, yeah, Crush grape from a vending machine in the station. $2.75 well spent in this heat. We're waiting for a tri-rail train. This is from the tri-rail station. So having got on the green line on the metro, we got off here. Ticket should have cost $2.50, but because my other ticket from the metro fell out of my hand onto the counter and said, oh, you can use that, you get $1 off. So brilliant. Anyway, so looking slightly dishevelled because the heat's been unbearable this morning in Wynwood. Looking at that artwork, I'm now glad for some breeze. I'm waiting for a train. I got a feeling I could have got on that last one, but she explicitly said 13:26, even though we are subject to travel chaos, aren't we? The trains are delayed apparently because there's been an accident on the line today of all days, right? Anyway, this train should take about an hour. We're getting to Fort Lauderdale, or Lauderdale, however you pronounce it. She never corrected me, so I'm assuming I'm saying it right. And then we need to find the check-in desk for Spirit Airlines, because of course the app doesn't work for me. Never worked when we were trying to get here from Atlanta, and I can't check in online because of a 404 error. So I'm against the clock a little bit to get to the airport to find the Spirit desk to check in. I got to check my bag in like I did before, just because there was no space for a carry-on, and I wasn't going to pay any more in excess. Not Michael Hutchins. Yeah, I wasn't going to pay more in excess fees. So yeah, I'll take my peach tan on this train when it turns up. New experiences. Oh, and apologies for looking like shy. Yeah, this is the... Yeah, I'm not built for these conditions. I can't wait to find a
a Ross shop for less, because I'm pretty much going to replace my entire wardrobe. Well, the entire wardrobe for this trip anyway. So yeah, let's wait here for this train. So Fort Lauderdale to the airport, basically. We made it on that train, on that tri-rail train to Florida, Fort Lauderdale, or Lauderdale, however you pronounce it. And then there was a shuttle bus that just seemed to drive for ages. And luckily it dropped at terminals 1, 2 and 3 and then 4. Got off, quick change, because that shirt, which, yeah, some of you more astute people will have known that this has got slightly less sweat stains on it. Still need to go and find a Ross to swap my entire wardrobe over when we land. Well, that'll be tomorrow morning's job, but yeah, currently sat in Fort Lauderdale Airport waiting for a flight, which is fractionally delayed. That takes us to Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Panthers. That's the NFL team. The game tomorrow is a big one. Yeah, it's gonna decide the group. Well, Bayer Leverkusen are already through, right? So Benfica need to put all the points on the board. That's being played at the home of the Panthers, which has always been on my bucket list actually. Even when I used to work in Charleston, which is South Carolina, not too far away from Savannah. And with them, Savannah Bananas, we went to watch that circus act, didn't we, last weekend? Christ, to think, when we round off this trip in New York, we'll have done 3 weekends on the spin. That's mind-blowing. Yeah, entirely new wardrobe fit out for that one. Anyway, this flight to Charlotte, North Carolina is about 2 hours. We're flying with Spirit Airlines. Do you know what? Yeah, when I managed to get on the Wi-Fi, their app, seamless, the updates just kept flooding through. There's something about eSIMs, yeah. You might want to look at that. If you've got a Holofly eSIM, it could just be me, because again, we do seem to be subject to personal travel chaos and drama. It could have been me. But yeah, you might want to look at that. Holofly, it's been great so far in terms of service, the data. It's just some websites it seems to block, and some apps as well, like the Spirit Airlines and Frontier, because we flew Frontier Airlines from Newark into Atlanta. Other than that, yeah, Holofly, great service. Other people will be offering a 5% discount. We're not at that status just yet. We did break the 100 subscriber mark though, right? That was during the Fluminense, again if that's how you pronounce it, Fluminense versus Dortmund game. Wow, that was last week. That was nearly 7-8 days ago. That was crazy. Anyway, we're waiting for a boarding call, so we're getting this flight to Charlotte to tick another box in terms of places and cities in the US. I'll have a sync up on the other side unless any drama happens between now and boarding.